University of Mumbai, Mcom Sem 4 Indirect Tax Question Bank Solution. Topic related to registration of GST Part 1. So this is a questions related to registration. Mr. Slok started business in the month of April 2021. Started supplying goods in the Mumbai. Calculate from which month he will be liable for registration. So they have given us the month from April to October, then taxable purchase, tax-free purchases, taxable sales and tax-free sales are given in the problem sir. So as we know, taxable purchase and tax-free sales is not included in aggregate turnover. We are not going to take this. Let's see the solution from the problem sir. So this is a solution for your problem, sir. A person engaged exclusively in the supply of goods in the state of Maharashtra is liable to get registered under GST if the aggregate turnover exceed rupees 40 lakhs during the financial year. Aggregate turnover include taxable and assumpted supply. Calculation of aggregate turnover of Mr. Slok is as under. Months, then we have taxable sales, then we have tax-free sales, then aggregate turnover. So April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Then taxable sales, it's given the amount, then tax-free sales are given, and then you have to find out the aggregate turnover. So for the month of April, taxable sale plus tax-free sales, you will get your aggregate turnover. Then when you calculate for the month of May, you have to add taxable supply, that is 2,50,000, add tax-free sales, that is 2,40,600, and then you have to add aggregate turnover of the month of April, that is 4,95,000. So you will get your total 9,90,600. Then in the month of June, you will add taxable sale, tax-free sales and aggregate turnover of the month of May. So month of May it's 9,90,600 that you have to add in the month of June. Okay, so you will get the total 14,60,600. Same with the July, you will add taxable sale and tax-free sales and aggregate turnover of the month of June. So on when you will reach in the month of October, taxable sales is 3,98,000, tax-free sales 1,25,890 plus the aggregate turnover of the month of September, that is 37,88400. Okay, so 37,88,400 you have to add on, and you will get your total as 42,72,290. So Mr. Slok has crossed his limit of 40 lakhs aggregate turnover in the month of October. So this is your solution. As the aggregate turnover of Mr. Slok exceed rupees 40 lakhs in the month of October 2021, Mr. Slok shall be liable for the register under GST in the month of October 2021. Okay, so this was a solution for your problem sum number 1. Then let's see the problem number 2. Miss Arya is providing service in Manipur with the help of following information. Calculate from which date she is liable for registration. So dates are given and amount is given. So what is the information here? She is providing service in which state? Manipur. So Manipur belongs with a special state and the tax limit will be 10 lakhs. So let's see the solution for this problem sum. A person engaged in supply of goods and or services in the state of Manipur is liable to get registered under GST if the aggregate turnover exceed rupees 10 lakh. Okay, so if when the person belongs to state of Manipur, the limit for good and service is rupees 10 lakh during the financial year. Aggregate turnover include taxable and assumpted supply. Okay, so let's calculate now. The calculation of aggregate turnover of Miss Arya is as under. So you will make the column. In the first column you will write the dates and taxable supplies which are given in your problem sum. So as it is you have to copy. Then you have to take out the aggregate turnover. So first month is 1,35,000. So aggregate turnover is also 1,35,000. So see, aggregate turnover limit is for the year. So for month wise, every month we have to keep on the adding the last month aggregate turnover also. So we can find out the at which month we are crossing the limit of the aggregate turnover which for a particular state. Now in the and 7/1/2020, again there is a taxable sale of 2,35,000. Here the aggregate turnover will be, you have to add on the aggregate turnover of 1/1/2/20. So whatever previous turnover is there, you have to add on the previous turnover of that particular year. You have to add on in your taxable sale. So taxable sale for 7/1/2022, it's 2,35,000 plus aggregate turnover of 1/1/2022 is 1,35,000. So when you total these two, you will get 3,70,000. Then see in 11/1/2020, 3,20,000 plus 3,70,000 of 7/1/2020 you have to add on, and you will get 6,90,000. So in this way you have to keep on adding the previous month turnover. So once you reach on 31st/1/2020, the taxable supplies is 1,24,500, and for 25, the date previous to 25/1/2022, you have to add this 30 lakhs 34,000 plus 1,24,500. So your its total will be 40 lakhs 58,500. So when the limit is crossed by Miss Arya, so see in the month of 21/22, how the taxable sales in this month is 2,10,000, and aggregate turnover till 16/1/2012 is 8,14,000. So 8,14,000 plus 2,10,000 plus the previous date turnover, that is 8,14,000 for the date of 16/1/2022. When you add this both, you will have your answer as 10,24,000. So Miss Arya will cross the limit on 28 1 2022. Okay, so limit is 10 lakh, and Arya has already reached the limit of 10,24,000. So for the as the aggregate turnover of Miss Arya exceed rupees 10 lakh as on 21/2022, Miss Arya shall be liable to for registration under GST as on 21/2022. So this was the solution for your problem sum number 2. Then let's see the problem sum number 3. Miss Aditi started business in the month of April 2022. Started supplying goods in Uttar Pradesh. Calculate from which month he will be liable for registration. So April, May, June, July, August, September, October, the information is given month-wise. Taxable purchase and tax-free purchase are given. Then they have given us taxable sales and tax-free sale. So taxable purchase we don't take in our aggregate turnover. So we'll have to only consider taxable sale and tax-free sale. So we have to find out from which month he will be liable for registration. So solution, a person engaged exclusively in the supply of good in the state of Uttar Pradesh is liable to get registered under GST if the aggregate turnover exceed rupees 40 lakhs during the financial year. Aggregate turnover include taxable and exempted supply. So we'll do the calculation. So calculation of aggregate turnover of Miss Aditi is as under. Now you will write month and year 2022. Then you will write taxable sales and tax-free sales, which is given in your problem sum. As it is, you have to copy your month, taxable sales and tax-free sales, and in the next column you will write aggregate turnover. So in the cumulative form, we have to keep on adding the previous month turnover, and you have will find out your solution. So for the month of April, taxable sale is 25,000 and tax-free sales is 30,000. So aggregate turnover is 61,000. Then in the month of May, you have to add taxable sales, tax-free sales of the month of May plus aggregate turnover of the month of April, that is 61,000. So 25,000 plus 24,500 plus 61,000, you will get answer as 1,10,500. Then in the month of June, you will have the taxable sales of 15,000, tax-free sales of 89,000, and aggregate turnover of the month of May, that is 1,10,500. So you will get the total 2,14,500. The same way you have to keep on doing it till the month of October. In the month of October, the taxable sales is 35,600, tax-free sales is 12,890, plus you have to add the aggregate turnover of the month of September, which is 4,83,500. So if you total this three for the month of October, you will get your answer 5,31,990. So till the month of October, till the last month, the aggregate turnover is 5,31,990 and the limit is 40 lakhs. So Mr. Aditi has not crossed the limit. So in the solution, you will write as the aggregate turnover of Miss Aditi does not exceed rupees 40 lakh as per the given information given up to October 2022. Miss Aditi is not liable to for registration under GST up to the month of October 2022. Let's see the next sum. Problem sum number 4. Miss Ashwaria is providing services in Mumbai with the help of the following information. Calculate from which date she will be liable for registration. So you will have all the dates here from 1/5/2020 till 31st/5/2020. They have given all the transactions and they have given us the amount 15,000, 35,000 and so on. So let's see the problem sum. So here the taxable sales and date is given. So in the solution, first you will write a person engaged in supply of good and service in the state of Maharashtra. Here both good and service is there. So limit for the state of Maharashtra is 20 lakhs. So you have to write this. In the state of Maharashtra is liable to get registered under GST if the aggregate turnover exceed rupees 20 lakh during the financial year. Aggregate turnover include taxable and exempted supply. Aggregate turnover include taxable and exempted supply. So calculation of aggregate turnover of Miss Arya is as under. So dates you have to write and taxable sums which are given in your problem sum as it is you have to copy. Then you will make one more column for your aggregate turnover. So aggregate turnover for the first May is 15,000, so you will write 15,000. Then on the 7th May it is 35,000, but you have to add your previous transaction aggregate turnover on one. For the 1st of May it's 15,000, so 35,000 plus 15,000 you will get your answer 50,000. Then in 11/5/2020, okay, 11th May it is 78,000 plus the previous transaction of May 7th, you have to add 50,000. So 78,000 plus 50,000, your answer will be 1,28,000. Same way you have to continue with your continue with this type of addition. You will add your taxable sales and aggregate turnover of previous month. So once you reach on 31st/5/2020, your taxable sale is 60,500 and previous date 25th of May it's 3,25,500. 500 is your aggregate turnover. So you will add this aggregate turnover plus 31st May 60,500, you will going to get your answer 3,85,500, which is much less than the limit of 20 lakhs. So Miss Arya is not liable for the registration. So in the solution you will write as the aggregate turnover of Miss Arya does not exceed rupees 20 lakh as per the given information in the month of May 2022. Miss Arya is not liable for registration under GST. Okay, so giving the explanation is very important. You cannot just write and keep your answer, but you have to give the proper statement why by he or she is not liable for the registration. So state limit is 20 lakhs you have to write for the good and services. Miss Arya has not crossed that limit, which so the last month transaction is of only 3 lakh 85 500. So it is much less than 25 rupees, and that's why he is not liable for the registration. Now let's see the next problem sum.
Mr. Yashraj started business of supply of goods in Arunachal Pradesh in April 2021, from which month he will be liable for register as per as a provision of GST. So we have a months given from April till December, then purchase tax and tax free is given, and sales taxable and tax free is given. So when we are calculating aggregate turnover, we don't take purchase tax and tax free. So let's move to the solution. So same columns you have to copy, but you will not take the taxable purchase and tax-free purchases, but you will include months and year of 2021, taxable sales and tax-free sales. And in the solution you will write a person engaged in supply of good or services in the state of Arunachal Pradesh is liable to get registered under GST if the aggregate turnover exceed rupees 20 lakh during the financial year. So aggregate turnover include taxable and assumpted supply. So calculation of aggregate turnover of Mr. Yashraj is as under. So in the month of April to June, he has taxable supply of 75,000. Tax-free sales is 7 lakhs. So when we will add this taxable sales for the month of April to June and tax-free sales, we will get our aggregate turnover for the month of April to June is 7 lakh 75,000. Then in July, we have taxable sales 20,000, tax-free sales 2 lakh, and aggregate turnover 9 lakh 95,000. Then in the month of aggregate turnover for July is taxable saleable 20,000, tax-free sales 2 lakh, and you have to add on aggregate turnover for the month of April to June, which is 7 lakh 75,000. So adding 20,000 plus 2 lakhs plus 7 lakh 75,000, you are going to get your amount 9 lakh 95,000. In the next month, that is month of August, taxable supply is 50,000, tax-free sale 95,000, and by adding taxable sales and tax-free sales and aggregate turnover of July month, that is 9,95,000, you will get your aggregate turnover for the month of August 11 lakh 40,000. Same way you will calculate for the September, October, November and December. So if you see the month of December, taxable sale is 18,000, tax-free sales is 72,500, and aggregate turnover for the month of November is 15 lakhs 43,600. So when you add this 18 lakh plus 72,500 and plus aggregate turnover of the month of November, that is 15 lakhs 43,600, you will get your answer 16 lakhs 34,100. As the aggregate turnover of Mr. Yashraj does not exceed rupees 20 lakh as per given information up to the month of December 2021, Mr. Yashraj is not liable to for registered under GST up to the month of December 2021. Okay, so here the Mr. Yashraj is not liable for the registration as he is not crossing the limited of aggregate turnover, which is 20 lakhs for the state of Arunachal Pradesh. So this is your solution. Okay, so we have covered all the sum regarding the registration of GST. All 5 sum are covered in this part. In the next part, we'll do the next topic of the question bank of income tax in the next question bank of indirect tax. Okay, so for next part, please prefer subscribing and click on notification bell icon for the next part. Thank you.